So, according to President Yoon's legal team, Yoon will be in court for his impeachment trial, which hints that he will actively defend himself, saying that his martial law order did not amount to insurrection. Let's turn to Professor Cho Hee-kyung for more. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, President Yoon, let's say President Yoon does attend public hearings in court, which is highly likely. That will be the first time that any South Korean president has faced a constitutional court. Is that correct?
In person, yes. We've obviously had two other cases of impeachment trials in the past, in the case of Roh Moo-hyun and also in the case of Park Geun-hye, but neither of them actually attended in person at the Constitutional Court for their trials. This time, President Yoon has said that he will be attending in person. I guess that he has a very strong belief in his persuasive powers as a legal orator. And that he could probably, he's the best person to defend himself, possibly.
Right, so it'll be another historic moment for President Yoon to be in court to defend himself. Now, the thing is, the Constitutional Court says his impeachment trial, though, won't be televised live. Now, when do cases get aired and when do they not?
The general rule is that the cases, the actual hearing doesn't get aired, but the trial is open to the public, so if you wanted to, you can actually go to the Constitutional Court and attend the trial and witness it, basically watch the trial going on in person. Also, the recordings, I mean, it's all videotaped, and the videos are available on Constitutional Court website, so you can go and watch all of the trials that were held actually at the court online. But what will happen is that the final judgment and the explanation of how the judgment was reached, so the final day of judgment will actually be televised live, I believe, and that's what happened in the other two impeachment cases as well.
Well, Professor Cho, then are there specific reasons as to why the case is not being aired live this time for President Yoon?
Well, the general principle is that it doesn't get televised live anyway, and I understand that Yoon has requested it to be televised live, but that's not the normal rule. And I think there is also concern that Yoon might use it as a platform, basically, to appeal once again to his diehard supporters and possibly try to incite them into some sort of insurrection movement like Trump did in January 6th riots in Washington. And so I think the court is also wary of something like that happening. So I think that's the reason why I believe they're not allowing it to be televised live. But it doesn't mean that you cannot actually go and attend the hearings if you wanted yourself.
I see. Let's talk about the investigations zeroing on President Yoon. Now, multiple teams are investigating Yoon. Now, he is yet to appear previous summons requested by the prosecutions or the joint investigation team. The question is, do you think he'll appear for the second summons request?
My understanding is that he hasn't even accepted the delivery of summons and even the statement of claim regarding the impeachment resolution and request to provide an answer of his own sent by the Constitutional Court. So he really has to be careful, because that in itself can constitute grounds of showing unconstitutionality or unconstitutional conduct on the part of the president. That's what happened in Park Geun-hye's case. The Constitutional Court, among other things, said that her failure and repeated refusal to attend investigation, questioning, and to answer summons showed disregard for constitutional order and the law of the land. And so I think Yoon needs to be careful. But given his past history and conduct, it's unlikely that he will comply with the summons. I think he will have to be forcibly removed and forcibly made to attend any investigation questioning.
Well, does that mean he's taking the risk of even being arrested? Is that possible?
Absolutely. And in fact, I think that he might even be counting on being arrested and possibly, appearing sort of kind of being taken against his will by force, kicking and screaming. And that kind of image will, again, act as another kind of incitement to his supporters. So maybe he's aiming for that. But I hope that the law enforcement authorities will not let that kind of image, run on screen, and will do it more carefully than that.
Maybe it's a strategic move by Yoon. All right, Professor Cho, thanks so much for sharing your insight with us this morning. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.